Start and Turns. So today is Saturday and it is date night in my household. So today I'm going to do a from scratch, 100% from scratch, Chicago deep dish pizza. It's going to be a supreme pizza. So I'm going to make my crust, and I already have in this bowl 3/4 cup of warm water. I don't know if you could tell, that's what I was pointing to on my video. A packet of yeast and two teaspoons of sugar. And that should cause your yeast to foam, which, as you can see, it has. So you can see the foam in there. So that's some active yeast. That is some active yeast. Okay, so to this to this yeast, we want to add 2 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and then we're going to knead in 3 tablespoons of soft butter. So let me get my flour first, and I have a measuring cup. So we're going to first start off with my wonderful wooden spoon here. And a lot of this stuff I can do in my mixer. I have to pull my stand mixer down. I'm going to pull my stand mixer down for like Christmas, Thanksgiving baking. I just am lazy. So that was 1 cup. Let's give 1 more cup of flour. I'm just going to put that in. And that is a 2. Let's go ahead and add our butter. And we need to add salt. And that was 1.5 teaspoons of salt. So I'm just going to do 2 nice pinches. And then we want to roll this. Continue to stir it. And then we're going to start kneading in a minute once we get to the point where I can see, which is about now, that it's starting to form a ball. Okay, now let me move this out of the way. And sprinkle down a little bit of flour on my kneading surface. Dump that out. And then we're going to just knead this. Let me go ahead and set my timer for about 8 minutes. So let's get as much of this dough in, because this is a really, really wet dough. And then what I want to do is spray my bowl down. And then I'm going to cover this with a towel, wet towel. And I already have my oven on just so that I can get the heat from my oven. I have it on like 200 degrees. And then it's going to go back in the bowl, in a grease bowl. And I'm just going to sit it there for at least 2 hours, which is enough time for my sauce and for me to get all the rest of my stuff together. So this is going to be a supreme pizza. So it's going to have green peppers, green bell peppers, onions, Italian sausage, some pepperoni, and I'm going to make a little sauce. I'm going to make the sauce. So that should be cool. Then after we finish eating our pizza, or we could take it with us, we plan on going on a drive to look at Halloween decor at night. So that should be cool and romantic. It's just going to be me and him. I'm going to make some donuts. I think I'm going to do beignets. And then we're going to take the beignets with us with like a nice little hot chocolate or something. And we're just going to drive around and look at Halloween lights for a little bit. We haven't done anything like that in a while, so that should be nice and fun. So do something different on your date night. So I'm going to continue to knead this. Okay. And then we're going to take this bowl and spread. This is actually some. Let me get my spray here. Just spray that bowl down. And then I'm going to continue to knead my dough. And I'll see you guys when I'm doing my sauce. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Everybody, welcome back. My dough has arisen. I'm about to punch it down. And then I have my spring form pan that I am going to spray. Is it spring form?
Spring form. Because if it's a form, it forms a circle.
Why was I thinking for a while it was spring foam?
It sounds like sea foam.
And I'm the one that's supposed to be baking, so yeah. So I'm going to spray this with non-stick spray. And then I'm going to bring my dough up and push this back. Okay, here's the dough. It looks really good. You just punch it down and then pull it out. Say what? And this recipe is from MarthaStewart.com. I actually used a recipe from Martha Stewart. What? Okay, so then we want to line the pan here. I don't know how I got a hole in there. And then you want it to come up the sides as well. And I'm going to fix that little hole I see in the middle. Sound like I said that little hole, but I said that little hole. Is that what you thought you heard?
I thought, hole.
Okay. They look really good. I'm just going to cover up the little holes that I'm seeing in here once I get this all the way around the edges. So with the Chicago pizza, you put the cheese on the bottom first. Do that sound good to you, the deep dish? Okay, see a hole right there. And on the side, there's a lot more dough right here for us. Okay, and I have worked it all the way up the sides. And I'm pushing down that little lump of dough I feel right there so that it can come up the sides right here too. And I'm thinning that out a little bit so it doesn't be, so it's not raw right there when we bake it. So that's going all the way around the pan. Okay, so next I need to preheat my oven to 375, and then we're going to add the cheese layer. This is mozzarella cheese. I just bought a block and sliced it. Hopefully this covers the entire bottom. If not, I'll just use something else. And then I'm going to add a St. Louis twist because I'm going to put some Emos cheese down here on this layer as well. I mean, we are like, what, 400 miles away from each other? I think it's about 400 miles. You drive there a lot. Have you driven to Chicago a lot?
To Chicago?
What is it, about 400 miles?
It's 378 miles from, I think, from downtown St. Louis.
Okay.
At 70 miles an hour, you know, so.
Is St. Louis like almost like, is Missouri like almost exactly in the middle of America?
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm going to put a little bit of Emos cheese down, probably about 1/4 of a cup. Okay. And then we want to put mushrooms. I'm going to put a little bit of mushrooms. bell peppers, onions, make sure I get all of these onions off here. Okay, and then we need Italian sausage. So we already slit this down the middle. I don't know if I'm gonna use this whole thing because I also have bacon and some pepperoni that's gonna go in. So a pinch and just put down. And like I said, I'm not going to use this whole chub, but I'm just trying to get it where you can, every cup will have some sausage in it as well. Because it's going to have all them vegetables, you know, that's going to bake down. And this should be really like the loaded pizza. It should be just supreme, and oh gosh, it's going to be good. Especially with the homemade crust.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah. Like that bread yesterday.
Oh yeah, that was good. For the chalupa, did you eat your chalupa?
I couldn't even, drank all that water and got full.
Oh wow.
I mean, I needed to drink some water. I felt like I was, you know, dehydrated today.
Let me get some bacon bits. Why did I not put on the apron? Because there are some washed. I don't know what I'm doing. I have to wipe my hands. And then some pepperoni. Let's cut that open. We're just gonna lay these around. What has been going on lately in the news? Nothing really.
Just the election stuff.
Yeah. Which is nothing really.
Yeah. That's typical.
Okay. And then that Puff Daddy stuff. Oh my gosh. Who will the tapes reveal is a big freak? Who? Which, I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with being a freak. See, that's how you end up getting blackmailed when you actually try to hide that. If you a freak, be a freak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you're a freak messing with your kids.
Well, I mean, that is something else, of course. That's disgusting.
You know?
But I'm saying legally, of legal age people. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you like to be a freak, be a freak.
Right.
Do what you want. But, I mean...
As long as you ain't doing it against somebody's will.
Right, right. I think that was the problem there. I think that was the problem, they say. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more of this Emo's cheese on here too. Just because, why not? Okay, and then I'm going to pour on my tomato sauce. On my pizza sauce. Let me show you guys what it looks like. It's been going, bubbling away. Oh, don't let it. What? You know you want some of this too. Yeah. Okay. I probably should put this on a flat pan. I need a pan so that when you put it in the oven, it won't over. If it does boil over, there will be some protection. So let's go ahead and pour this in. Try to get, yeah. Don't touch it. It's hot.
Here, I got it.
Wait, it's still some in there too. So then you put that in. Oh yeah. Okay, and then we need some Parmigiano Romano that we're going to put on top of here before and after it come out. Get this here. Let me get my Parmesan. I think I put that in the refrigerator because that's where it goes after you open it. So tell me this don't look good. Where's the top here? Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle some on top, and then we're gonna sprinkle more when we pull this out. Okay, so this is my deep dish Chicago style supreme pizza that is about to go in the oven. And I will see, I'm probably going to check on it halfway through. I'll put the baking time in the video once I get the actual time, you know. So yeah, what time is it currently?
It's 4:20.
4:20. So I'm going to check on this probably, about 30 minutes. And I'll see you guys when I check on this deep dish pizza. This is our Chicago style pizza, fresh from the oven. He's going to cut it. It's actually set for about 5-10 minutes to cool off a little bit. So, and the crust is made from scratch. I made the sauce, and then it is a supreme pizza, so it has mushrooms, onions, bell peppers, sausage, and pepperoni. All right, let's see.
Is it gonna hold?
All right, can you see down in there?
This might be better.
Yummy. So this is my supreme Chicago style pizza. I even added some Provel cheese in here. So make this recipe. Like, share, and subscribe. So this is what we're having for dinner today. This is my Chicago style pizza. And then there'll be two videos. Today we're going to do a dessert as well, which is the beignets. So I have the oil heating for my beignets. And this is my Chicago style pizza. I made the crust from scratch. And I put together that tomato sauce. So this is what we're having for dinner on date night. What are you guys having? Like, share, and subscribe.